I think we're live, sir.
We are live.
You want to start with double? No, you're not going to introduce yourself? No, no.
Well, let's introduce ourselves.
Everybody know I'm Pete.
I'm Aaron.
Put your hands down, man.
Why? What's up? Why I'm saying my
I
hands?
was talking with your hands.
You do the same thing. You know, I'm one of those guys. I like
But
to
you beat
express
on
myself.
stuff. He's violent.
You know, when you get passionate about something, you do the same thing.
See, I don't be beating on the tables and stuff. Listen, we're here. It's a midweek show. Wednesday edition of Philly Sports Guys.
Change it up a
Vision
little bit.
Network brought to you. Hopefully you out there watching us.
Mhm.
And listen, man, he was just asking me. We had the bet based on Saturday.
Yes.
Game 3 of the World Series.
Indians
Game
and
4
the
of the World
Cubs.
Series.
Yes.
I can't say double or nothing because Neil's not here.
Well, you have to make executive decisions. See, if you're
Nah, no double or nothing.
if
We
you're a
won.
boss like you say you are,
Nah.
out there, you know, people, family, as I call y'all, family. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm a boss,
sometimes,
but I'm a smart
Sometimes you got to
boss.
make those executive decisions.
I
Right?
think with this right here.
Okay,
and
so
not feeling that
I'm
feeling.
saying I'm offering you double or nothing.
And I'm not taking it.
So you're not gonna take it. All right.
I can, no, hold the time out. You offer double or nothing and view the position of power that you won the first bet. You didn't win the first bet.
Okay, well I'm saying to you,
You
double
want me
nothing.
to give you the opportunity of double or nothing?
Yeah, double nothing.
No.
All right.
Nah, because
I mean, that's fine.
You ain't paid the deflate gate bet yet. From New England
That's
and
to be
Arizona.
determined. That's to be
That's
determined.
game 1 of the season.
Well, the second one I have to definitely pay right now, and which not this week, next week. We're gonna do that. As we said,
tell the people the place again.
We're gonna go to a place. I don't know if we can say the name.
I'm going to go
I don't think I
to
can say
a
the name because
place.
I don't know. They're not a sponsor right now. But anyway,
Oh, they should be a sponsor if you're
They
not.
should be a sponsor, but I'm going to take them to an
Undisclosed location?
Thank you, undisclosed location, and then we'll have our little steaks and cheese steaks and call it a day.
A Black Ops location.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, listen. So look, we're gonna get right into it.
Yes.
Sunday we all saw that. If you watched with us pregame, we were over at Auntie's Coal Fire Pizza,
Mhm.
Route 38 in Mount Laurel, which is about 2 minutes from here. So
But
if
you had a
get
great time, by the way.
Well, great time, great
Mhm.
host, great food. If you get a chance to go down and check it out,
Uh-huh.
Great bartenders, great specials on tap,
Great atmosphere.
Great
I forgot
atmosphere.
that part. That's the main part.
great atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Started off good. Going for the first 3 quarters, you would have thought that the Eagles was the best team in the whole NFC.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that. I mean, we were looking good. We were looking kind of like a fine old machine, and then, you know, we were up going was up going into the half, 13-10.
13-10.
Came out.
Didn't play well in the first
Didn't
half.
play well in the first
Didn't
half.
play well in the first
Came
half.
out second half, or I'm sorry, going to second half.
Mhm.
Third quarter, 13-10. We actually get the ball back. We stopped them, got the ball back, drove down the field.
13-10, the first drive of the second half, we
Right.
got the ball.
Right.
Scored a touchdown.
Now, right, well, we did the hurry up offense, which I like though. I like the
Yes.
hurry up offense. A la Bears game, if you remember,
Yes.
we did hurry up offense. That first drive.
Single back set, let Carson.
And Dallas was just so confused, and Matthew scored in the back of the end zone.
Yep.
And then after that, they get the
Fourth-
ball back. We stop them,
Stop them.
right?
Stop them.
And then what happens next?
Fourth quarter comes around, all hell broke loose.
Well, no, before that, there's a few turning points in the game that we just have
Are you
to
talking about
mention.
the fake punt?
Yes, that fake punt.
Yeah.
It faked everyone out. Did it fake you out?
Yeah.
I was faked out.
Christian was a
Eagles were faked out. Everyone knew that.
39-yard punt. And it was so deep in the territory. At that point, you realize
That was a turning point.
the Cowboys were desperate to win this game. They want to keep that momentum riding through the whole season.
Absolutely.
And at that point, I think Coach Peterson
Mhm.
just really had a brain fart for the rest of the fourth quarter because he really started coaching the game not to lose instead of coaching to win.
Got too conservative.
Got
Got too
too
conservative.
conservative.
And
Got
the thing
too
is,
conservative.
on that drive, they scored, came
Yes.
down and scored. We was up by 3.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say another turning point in the game, which was huge. I think we was up by 10, right?
Yeah.
Another turning point. Number 28, Smallwood comes in the game. Boom, drops the ball on the carpet, fumble.
So
Another turning point.
essentially, with this whole game
Mm.
is I've seen Dallas fans hey, we won, but the Dallas fans who look at it objectively are saying, thank you, Eagles fans,
Because we gave the game away.
for a Christmas gift
Listen.
because we wrapped it nice for them.
Listen, you know what I thought about in that situation? We let them off the hook.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys are who we thought they were.
Yeah, let them
Rest in peace, Dennis Green. I mean, seriously, let them off the hook. We had the game in our hands.
Right.
I mean, I don't know any game where you're up by 10 points going in the fourth quarter.
Right.
What, 5-6 minutes left, and you just collapse. I mean,
you
it's
really
just,
collapsed. So you went from, at one point in the fourth quarter, you had 2 10-point leads.
Two
One at
10-point
20-10,
leads.
and then they had 20-13,
Mhm.
and then we 23-13.
Right.
And then you really had the it was like a halfback toss with Josh Huff, where the ball was on the throw. Jordan Matthews had a chance to catch
Mhm.
it. and you had that play. It was 3rd and 8 from the 34-yard line. No, actually, it's the 34-yard line.
Right,
34-yard line.
Right.
Call a swing pass.
Mm-hmm.
Jason
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. 3rd and 2.
The next 2 plays.
That was another turning point.
Yes.
3rd and 2. All right. First of all, let's talk about this. Where's number 24 at? Anyone have an answer for me?
I don't know.
He got an answer. I don't have an answer.
He saw no action after the touchdown.
And I understand. The Eagles' position. We can't trust you.
Right.
You're going to drop the ball on the carpet. But at the end of the day, you can't run Sproulsy. I call him Sproulsy. You can't have number 43 out there. He had 20 touches. Too much. He's a little guy. You got to use him.
Years older at 20.
And 33. And yes. So you got to use him in spots. So listen. Get 24 out there, man. I mean, I know it's a chance.
But even Barner was getting touches
some yards
throughout the game as well. And that Small was first. And I don't know if that's
why would you put him in cold though?
But see, the thing is, I don't know if that's on Deuce or if that's on Peterson, who controls the rotation of running backs.
Well,
I think it's more on Deuce.
Yeah, that's what Chip said last year. Now, how true that is, we don't know.
Right.
But Deuce was controlling, from what we understand. But I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, like Peterson just did the conference today, the press conference, and he said that Matthews is your number 1. However, if that is your number 1, then you got to put him in there. You got to just get over that trust and say, listen, you need to carry this ball, man.
So that's 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
Trust your running back to get you those yards.
And you throw a swing pass.
It blows up. It's a 6-yard loss. So now it's 4th and 8. I think it's from the 36-yard line.
No, we lost about, because we were on the 34, 35, right? And then when you throw the swing pass, you're on the 41-yard line. So it knocked us out of field goal range.
No, it did not. Because they said if he'd have kicked the field goal there, it would have been a 50.
Oh, yes. It
would have been a 54-yard field goal.
It was from 38, you're right. 38.
Yeah, so from a 54-yard field goal. So, if I'm not mistaken,
Sturgis is like 5. It was like 6 for 6 maybe, or 7 for 7, somewhere
over
around
50.
there.
But earlier in the game,
right?
If y'all can help me out there, at the end of the first half, did he not kick a 55-yard field goal twice?
I was gonna say I thought it was twice. That's what I thought.
Because they called a timeout, iced him good.
Yes, iced him good, and then he nailed it right away.
So 54-yard field goal. Indoors, Dallas is high. Kick the field goal, Peterson. That way you go. At that point, it would have been 26-16,
which is a comfortable lead. Going into
less than half of the game left.
Gives you that time, gives you that confidence. Your defense, because if you remember right, when we were ahead, we were getting after Dak Prescott. We were sending the dogs, and that is Schwartz, defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz. That's his specialty, sending those dogs.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just I don't know if Dougie P had a brain fart. Right. It's something that he's got to learn from, and he's got to improve.
Hopefully, he's shown you throughout these first 7 games that he hasn't really made the same mistake twice. So I know your dad could probably appreciate this, but he says, "Son, I don't want to chew my cabbage twice." I don't want to keep repeating the same thing.
He'd be like, "What? What you say?"
So with that, hopefully he doesn't make the same mistake. But then when you start dissecting the game itself, you look at Carson Wentz was 32 for 43, 11 incompletions.
That's another thing.
6 incompletions of those were drops, so that's really 5 incompletions. But how you complete 32 passes, but you only have 210 yards or 202 yards?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all out there. I started getting frustrated because I thought I was watching Alex Smith at the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, Alex Smith is Captain Checkdown. That's what he does.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're doing the same thing with Wentz. I know you came from Dougie P. I know you came from Kansas City, and you want to emulate their offense, but you got to stretch the field. You got a 6'5", 225.
Now you saw me
230 guy out there. Give him the ball.
You saw me on Sunday after we went off the air. We stuck around for a little bit. Watched the first quarter. You saw my friends with me. Shout out to Justin and to Tim. Thank you for coming out. Oh, by the way, shout out to my brother Dwayne in California, man. I'm sorry, I'm shouting you out now every show. Don't let me forget that.
Okay, I got you.
My big bro in Cali.
Okay.
But listen, I told my friend Jay, I said, look, I'm scared that Wentz is going to become gun shy because Peterson is training him that way to be checked in.
But not only that, I mean, let's talk about this, which we haven't covered, which is huge. The drops. We had about 5 or 6 drops.
Well, the first drive.
The first drive. Go ahead.
First drive, and towards the end, so I think it was like 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
Nelson Aguilar drops the slant. He drops the slant. So we'll get back to him in a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about him. But
we dropped the slant, and then it was a field goal. It was a penalty because it was over the neutral zone. We made it 4th and 1. Now, Doug Peterson did say in his press conference that's the one move he would like to have back.
Which one's that?
Probably go for the 4th and 1 in the first quarter. You have him pinned deep. Yeah, you instead of a field goal, you go up 7-0 with a touchdown.
Right.
So that's something he said he wish he could have back. But speaking to the wide receiver core, They said there was some vertical routes open, and you see a lot of beat reporters that we follow on Twitter. There's a lot of vertical routes open. Mm-hmm. They were running vertical routes, but nobody can get separation. But I'm from the idea of even throw it sometimes to get them an idea that they thought that you could go
right,
get, even if it's not open.
And that's a great point, because the thing is, you gotta see, the thing is, if you're throwing short all the time, then the defense is gonna say, you know,
that's why they were in cover 2.
Exactly. So you gotta stretch that defense. Now the thing is, throw the ball up to number 18. And now listen, he has some big drops. That one drop, that slant was huge.
Did you see the volley? Did you see the volley? The Vlade Divac flop.
Yes, that's another thing. We're going to get to that. That's crazy.
My goodness.
But my thing is, you got a 6'5", 230-pound wide receiver. Throw him the ball, man. You got to get the. Listen, he had 5 catches for 55 yards rather. 5 for 55. I mean, he had the one drop, but you got to keep going to him. And most importantly, you got to stretch the field, man.
Yeah.
But most importantly, Aguilar. I mean, I know we're going to get on him, but it's baffling, because the balls he should catch, he doesn't catch, and the balls he should not catch, he catches. So it's a
mental thing with him, man.
I don't know what it is, man. It's like a puzzle.
I don't think he can get over that mental hurdle.
Yeah.
But there's 2 ways. If you're looking at it, just put it on the wide receivers, not getting open, no vertical game. There's 2 ways to get somebody out of cover 2.
Yes.
You have a speedster that can beat it, and you hit it one time.
Now, do we have that?
He's inactive.
Okay.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So that's one way to beat it, through the air. The second way to beat it is you're effective at the run game, and you run the ball. And Sproles was running the ball.
He was.
But you should have kept it. As much as he ran the ball with Sproles, with Matthews, they should have ran it more. That would have forced Rob Marinelli to bring his safety down in the box.
And Matthews had a touchdown. So I mean, he had a touchdown on the first drive, rather.
Right.
And in the second half, just go right away from him, which doesn't make any sense.
First drive of the second half, he scores a touchdown.
It doesn't make any sense.
Peterson and Wright don't take advantage of the opportunity. You have a comfortable lead, and when you have a double-digit lead like that, most of the times you're going to run the ball.
Listen, you got to put that foot on that neck. You got to drive it. And you just got to do what you have to do to win the game. And I think at times he's just got conservative. I don't know whether it was he thought it was Andy for a little bit.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I thought I was watching the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy, because some of the things that he was doing was the same trait as Andy.
Yeah, and I think it was his first Dallas game. Wentz performed admirably in this game. He didn't cost us the game. Didn't win us the game, didn't cost us, but he wasn't. I don't think, from a coaching standpoint, he was put in a position to win us the game. So we had that play, kick the field. We don't kick the field goal. Then we punt it, and that's where we're gonna leave it right there. And on the other side, we'll pick it up from the fourth quarter after the punt, 3rd and 8 swing.